Welcome to Touring Globe. Join me as I take on the challenge of exploring ancient civilizations through some wild archaeotourism experiences. Detailed backstories of each civilization, origins, achievements, downfall. Legends and myths connected to the sites. Traveler experiences to immerse the reader. Suggested itineraries so it feels like a real guide. Reflections tying ancient wisdom to modern life. Here we go. Unlocking Ancient Civilizations, a guide to archaeotourism. 1. Introduction, a doorway through time. Travel is often thought of as moving from place to place. Archeotourism, however, is different. It is not about distance, but about depth, peeling back the layers of history and stepping into the worlds of those who came before us. When you walk through the ruins of a lost city, you are not simply looking at stone. You are standing in a place where rulers were crowned, armies marched, astronomers watched the stars, and priests spoke to the gods. This journey is not just about monuments. It is about humanity's oldest questions. Why did civilizations rise and fall? How did they build such wonders without modern technology? And what lessons remain for us today? Archeotourism is, in many ways, the closest we can come to time travel. 2. Why archeotourism matters. Ancient ruins are more than dusty relics, they are memory, identity, and wisdom carved into stone. A living classroom, a visit to Machu Picchu or Angkor Wat is worth more than 100 history lessons. These places allow you to feel history, not just learn it. Preservation through travel, tourism revenue funds restoration and protection. Without it, many sites would collapse into dust. Connecting the world, from Egyptian pyramids to Mayan temples, archeotourism shows that human beings, across oceans and centuries, shared the same passions: faith, power, beauty, and survival. Adventure of discovery, many sites are hidden in jungles, deserts, or mountains. Getting there is half the thrill. Archeotourism is both a gift and a responsibility. We are not only explorers, we are guardians of memory. 3. Great civilizations and their timeless monuments. Egypt, where eternity was born. Backstory: Ancient Egypt lasted for over 3,000 years, longer than any modern nation has existed. Its people believed in eternal life, and everything they built reflected that obsession with immortality. Giza Plateau, the Great Pyramid of Khufu, built with over 2 million blocks, remains the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. The Sphinx, a guardian carved with the body of a lion and the head of a king, its purpose still debated. Luxor and Karnak, temple complexes that dwarf modern cathedrals in size and grandeur. Valley of the Kings, tombs painted with vivid colors, telling stories of gods and journeys through the afterlife. Legends and myths. Egyptians believed the soul traveled through trials after death. Tombs were stocked with food, jewelry, and spells to help the spirit reach eternity. Traveler itinerary. Day 1. Explore Cairo Museum, home to Tutankhamun's Golden Mask. Day 2. Sunrise visit to Giza Pyramids, then camel ride across the plateau. Day 3 to 4. Nile cruise from Luxor to Aswan, stopping at Edfu and Kom Ombo temples. Traveler's moment. Standing inside a tomb at the Valley of the Kings, hieroglyphs glowing under soft lights, you feel as if the pharaoh's spirit still lingers in the painted walls. Machu Picchu, Peru, the Inca's hidden sanctuary. Backstory: built in the 1400s, abandoned during the Spanish conquest, and hidden for centuries, Machu Picchu is the jewel of the Andes. Its terraces, temples, and stairways cling to steep cliffs as if grown from the mountain itself. Intihuatana stone, believed to be an astronomical clock. Temple of the Sun, perfectly aligned with solstices. Agricultural terraces, engineering marvels that fed thousands. Legends and myths. Some believe Machu Picchu was a sacred retreat for the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, while others think it was a ceremonial site where shamans communed with mountain spirits. Traveler itinerary. Take the Inca Trail, a 4-day trek through breathtaking landscapes. Ride the scenic train from Cusco to Aguas Calientes, then climb to the ruins. Traveler's moment. As mist lifts and the sun rises over Machu Picchu, you realize you're standing in a city lost to the world for centuries, yet still alive with mystery. Petra, Jordan, the rose-red city. Backstory. Founded by the Nabateans around the 4th century BCE, Petra thrived as a crossroads of trade, where silk, spices, and incense passed between east and west. The treasury, Al-Khazna, its facade carved into stone like a palace of gods. The monastery, larger and more remote, reached by climbing 800 steps. The Sikh, a natural canyon leading into the city. Legends and myths. Bedouin stories speak of hidden treasures buried within the treasury's urn, giving the monument its name. Traveler itinerary. Day 1. Walk through the Sikh to the treasury, explore the amphitheater. Day 2. Hike to the monastery, then enjoy Petra by night, when 1,500 candles glow against the treasury walls. Traveler's moment. Hearing the desert wind echo through Petra's canyons at night feels like the voices of the Nabateans still whisper through the stone. Angkor Wat, Cambodia, the Temple of the Universe. Backstory. Built in the 12th century as a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, later transformed into a Buddhist sanctuary, Angkor Wat is a masterpiece of both faiths. It was once the heart of the Khmer Empire, which ruled much of Southeast Asia. Angkor Wat, the central temple with 5 lotus-shaped towers. Bayon Temple, covered in giant smiling stone faces. Ta Prohm, where strangler figs twist around ancient walls. Legends and myths. Some believe Angkor Wat was built in one night by divine architects, others say it represents Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. Traveler itinerary. Day 1. Sunrise at Angkor Wat, temple circuit including Bayon. Day 2. Explore Ta Prohm and lesser-known temples hidden in the jungle. Traveler's moment. The jungle hums, birds sing, and roots wrap around stone at Ta Prohm. You realize nature and history are not enemies, but companions. Mesopotamia, Iraq, the first cities. Backstory. Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, is known as the cradle of civilization. Here, writing, agriculture, and law were born. Cities like Ur and Babylon pioneered urban life thousands of years before Rome or Athens. Babylon, home of the legendary Hanging Gardens and the Ishtar Gate. Ziggurat of Ur, a massive step pyramid dedicated to the moon god Nana. Nineveh, capital of the Assyrian Empire, filled with carved stone panels. Legends and myths. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the world's oldest epic poem, was written here. Its stories of floods and gods echo across cultures. Traveler's moment. Standing before the ruins of Babylon, you imagine the grandeur of walls once said to be wide enough for chariots to ride atop them. Maya civilization, masters of the cosmos. Backstory. From 2000 BCE to the 16th century, the Maya thrived across Mexico, Guatemala, and Belize. They built massive cities, developed mathematics, and created calendars more precise than Europe's. Chichen Itza, El Castillo Pyramid, aligned with equinox shadows. Tikal, towering temples in the Guatemalan jungle. Palenque, known for intricate carvings and royal tombs. Legends and myths. The Maya believed in cycles of creation and destruction. Their long count calendar led some to speculate about the end of the world in 2012. Traveler itinerary. Day 1. Explore Chichen Itza in Mexico's Yucatan. Day 2 to 3. Cross into Guatemala to see Tikal's jungle temples. Day 4. Visit Palenque, blending architecture with lush forest. Traveler's moment. Watching the stars at night above Tikal, you realize the Maya looked at the same sky, building temples to mirror the heavens. Greece and Italy, birth of the West. Backstory. Greece and Rome laid the foundation for Western culture, democracy, theater, philosophy, and empire. Their ruins still dominate the Mediterranean landscape. Highlights. Athens Acropolis, the Parthenon, dedicated to Athena. Delphi, the sanctuary where oracles gave divine counsel. Rome's Colosseum, gladiators once battled for glory here. Pompeii and Herculaneum, frozen in time by Vesuvius in 79 CE. Every temple and forum was as much spiritual as political. Traveler itinerary. Day 1. Athens, Acropolis and Plaka district. Day 2. Delphi day trip. Day 3 to 5. Rome's Colosseum, Forum, Pantheon, then Pompeii and Herculaneum. Traveler's moment. Walking through Pompeii's bakery, still filled with loaves turned to ash, you suddenly feel the humanity of Romans, their laughter, fears, and ordinary lives. 4. Responsible archaeotourism, guardians of memory. Every visitor leaves an imprint. Will yours be one of damage, or of respect? Golden rules. Do not climb restricted ruins. Never touch carvings. Oils from hands can erase millennia. Support local guides, often the descendants of those who built these sites. Travel light, leave no waste. Enter with reverence. These are not playgrounds, but sacred legacies. 5. Practical tips. Best times. Early morning for cooler air and fewer crowds. Gear. Lightweight clothing, sturdy footwear, reusable water bottle, and a hat. Mindset. Go slowly. Archeotourism is not about rushing through monuments, but letting the past speak to you. Respect. Ask before photographing locals or religious ceremonies. Conclusion. Unlocking the timeless door. Civilizations rise, flourish, and fall, but their voices remain, carved in stone, painted on walls, etched into myths. To walk among ruins is to touch eternity. Egypt whispers of eternity. The Inca speak through misty mountains. Petra glows with desert fire. Angkor sings with jungle chants. Mesopotamia tells the world's first stories. The Maya dance with the stars. Greece and Rome still echo with democracy and empire. Archeotourism is not just a journey across the earth, it is a journey across time. To unlock ancient civilizations is to unlock our own reflection, to discover that across millennia, humanity has always sought the same things: beauty, meaning, and immortality. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe. See you in the video.